Have you been looking for some effects, some animations, transitions, things like that to put in your videos to make them more interesting? Are you hoping to get your viewers to stay with your videos for longer? But you just don't have the tools to do it, or you at least don't think you have the tools to do it, and you don't want to spend the money for expensive software apps to make animations? Well, I've got the answer for you. In our last video, we talked about a type of animation that you can do in an app that's free that you probably already have. Well, this time we're going to talk about a magic animation that you can do. Okay? So by the end of this video, you'll not only know what it is, but how to use it. For the best advice on how to escape the rat race with an online business and how to get traffic to that business with video, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you're notified when I put up a new video each week. And don't forget to check out my blog where we have dozens of articles and videos on how to escape the rat race and start that online business and how to drive traffic to that business with videos for free. You'll find the link to that in the upper left. All right, so we're looking at my computer screen now, and we're going to use Keynote here. Now, I wanted to say, sometimes I do these videos on my iPad or my iPhone, and I'm doing those things on those not because it's easier or anything like that, but I want to do it on those sometimes because a lot of people have phones, and a lot of those phones are iPhones. Not everybody has a computer. I'm trying to make these things as affordable as possible. Not only for me, because I like things to be affordable, but some people don't have the resources to do that. And it can be done on very small budgets. But I decided to do this one because I had some questions about things on doing it on the Mac. So we're going to show it on the Mac this time, but if you're on a device, it can be done on those. The process is very similar. You may have to look around for things. So we're going to open up a new Keynote project. Now, so you know, Keynote is basically Apple's PowerPoint. So it's a presentation software that we're using here. You have two choices here. You can use wide or standard. We want to use wide because it's the same aspect ratio as our video is. So we won't have to do any adjusting when we take it there. Okay, and I'm going to use white just because it's easier to see. We're going to change the background color anyway, so it doesn't really matter which one you choose, but we'll choose that. Now we're going to select these text boxes here, select both of them and delete. They're just in the way, we don't want those. And I'm also going to decrease the size a little bit. In fact, let's go down to 50. We may even go smaller for some of the things we're going to do so that we can see the whole screen there. Okay, now the first thing we're going to do is change the background color. We'll go over here and choose the colors because it's already selected on color fill. Now up here you can choose the different color ways of choosing your color scheme. I'm just going to use this one and use the system green color. All right. So we've got our color of our background. Now we need to put the image in there that we're going to animate. So I'm going to choose media up here, and we're going to choose, and it's something that I've used recently, but you'll know where hopefully you'll know where your photo is. We're going to use this Bell PNG. Now you need an image to accomplish this that has a transparent background. If you are not able to find what you want online, and just download it, and sometimes they are hard to find. Transparent backgrounds, especially, people like to charge for those if they make them. But if you're having trouble finding something that you want, I do have a video that I will link to on making a transparent background in an image using a free resource, okay? So this is what we want to do, and we want this bell to go back and forth like it's ringing. That's all we're trying to accomplish with this. This is my notification bell, and I like to have it move and show that it's ringing when we suggest to ring the bell. Okay, so now let's go ahead and copy these slides because we're going to do this with 6 slides. All right, so we'll just right click and click copy, and then right click and paste, and we'll just do that several times so that we have our 6 slides. There's 5 and 6. Okay, and the reason I did that at this point is because I don't have to change the background on each one of those slides. I don't have to put the image in. We're actually going to have the image moving, and you can do this moving in any way. This can slide back and forth. It doesn't have to be just rotating, but what we're going to do is rotate on these to make it look like it's ringing. Okay, so we're going to start in that position. So we'll go to our second slide. We're going to select the image, and we're going to click on arrange here because we're going to want it to move. Okay, so the first thing we're going to have it do is move about 25 degrees this way. So we'll click on the arrow here and take it up to 25 degrees. Okay, so that's all we're doing on that slide. And then on the next one, because this is the magic move that we're doing, we'll get to that here in a minute. Select that again, and we're going to go the other direction. You're going to have to count down from 360, so that's 25 is 335. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with these next two, just the exact same thing. The reason I'm doing this twice is because we could, you can in Keynote, you can make a GIF image. But unfortunately, we're putting this in iMovie, which is what I usually use for editing my videos, and it doesn't support GIF images. So we're actually having to make an entire video here and not just a GIF image. We could, with just 2 or 3 slides, export it as a GIF if that supported it, and then it would play as long as we had it up there. But unfortunately, that doesn't work in iMovie. So, okay, so we're going to take that one to 25. And this one, select it, arrange, and take it to, keep doing the wrong one, to 335. Okay, so that's all there is to the positioning of them. We're going to leave that last one as the ending position, which is back to straight. Okay, so now we're going to do the magic move. So we're going to animate our slide. Okay, we're going to add an effect. And the effect we're going to add, I should not have selected that because it's added to the whole slide with Magic Move. And we're going to click on Magic Move. Now again, this will move it smoothly from one position to another in 2 different slides. That explains that, but you see what it did with the rotation. But if I had the bell here in one slide or here in another slide, it would move it smoothly down there, okay? Or I could have it, in the first slide, I could have it clear off the palette and it would come onto the palette. And we'll talk about that more in a later video. Okay, now I need to put that on each. Let's go ahead and do this though. I'm gonna leave that at 2 for now. I want it shorter eventually. Can leave this as object. I'm gonna try and show you here. This is the acceleration. If you put this at none, then it doesn't change pace. It just goes all in one pace. So I'm going to try and show you what that preview would look like in comparison to Ease in means it's going to start slowly and speed up. Ease out means as it's starting to slow down, or as it's coming to a stop, it slows down. Ease in and out, of course, is both. That's the way I like it. It makes nice, smooth movements for this bell, but just so that you know what those things are doing. Okay, so we're going to leave that at ease in and ease out, and I wanted a little faster than 2 seconds, but it was easier to see the difference in those two at 2 seconds. Okay, now we don't want it to be on click. We want it to start automatically. And this is the delay between one slide to the next. And we don't want any delay. We want it to immediately go back and forth. Okay? So we're just going to do that on each one of the slides. Take me a minute here to do that. Go down to 1 second. Ease in and ease out, automatic, and no delay. Okay, each one will do that. And again, we're having to do all of this with multiple slides because iMovie doesn't support the GIF. I'm not sure what video editing softwares do. I imagine there are some that do, but it doesn't matter. It's not that big a deal to do this. If you're making a long animation, it might take you a while, but for something short like this, it doesn't take very long. Okay, one more. Add the effect Magic Move down to 1 second. Ease in and ease out automatically. Okay, and then the last one will just be the final resting place for that. You don't need to put a transition there. All right, so let's go up here on our first slide and let's make sure everything looks good. Let's go ahead and run through our presentation. Now, if you forget to put it on the first slide, what's selected is where it starts. So I do that all the time. Fortunately, I remembered here, but put it on the first slide and then start your presentation so that you can see it happen. Okay, that's what we want right there. So we'll escape out of that. Now, what do we do to this to make it into a video? Well, we go up here and we export it, and we export it to movie. We want it to be self-playing. We want all of the slides. Now, if you had done another project here, you might have additional slides. You can choose which one you want. I'm going to set these to 0. And I'm going to put the 1080p as the resolution of this. Okay, and then next. And we just have to decide where to put it. We're going to say ringing notification bell, and we're going to put it in that folder. I'm going to actually put a number on this because I've done a couple of these. I want to make sure that we're actually putting the one that we have just made in there. Not that it matters. I have another one I think that's identical, but just so that you know, we've put the one that we just made in there. So let's just call it 002. Okay, so remember that. 002, that's the one we're going to be picking out. And let's export it. All right, I have a question for you. Do you use animations and other effects in your videos? If you do, what is it that you use? And do you find it easy to use, or is it difficult? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, now you've seen that run in the presentation software in Keynote, but let's actually put it in a video so that you can see what that looks like. So I've just got a video up here that I made in the past, not where I would put this or anything like this, but just so that you can see where it goes. We're going to download that or upload that to, we have to find it here. We're looking for the bell notification. There it is. And there's our ringing notification bell 002. Okay, so we'll import that. All right, so let's go ahead. Looks like it's 5 seconds long. Let's go ahead and put this down on our timeline here. And then we need to select it, and we need to make the right settings here. You're going to click on this tab right here, which is the video overlay. If you'll remember, we have cutaway and green-blue screen, split screen, picture-in-picture. Because it doesn't do GIFs, we can't do just transparent backgrounds with videos. We have to do green-blue screen. You can do those very nicely with photos, but you can't do that with the video. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's even make this full screen so that we can see it. There's my bell that comes in and rings there. Okay, so that's how you animate an object. Now, again, there's lots of things that you can do with that. It's not just a bell ringing like that. You can move things in and out. We're going to talk about, in the next video, we're going to talk about moving in text for some of your overlays for your presentation, that sort of thing. Lots of great things that you can do. Probably just about anything you can imagine, you can figure out a way to do, okay? But that's the ringing bell. All right, so now you know how to make some magic animations for your videos, but let's say you're struggling just to make the videos themselves. I have a cheat sheet that I have developed that gives you all the steps that you need for developing the video, as well as putting in the information you need, like your description and your tags and your links that you're going to put in your video to help you drive traffic. If you're interested in that, you can find that, you can get access to that completely for free. It's the first link in the video description below. Or maybe you haven't even gotten that far yet. Maybe you're still trying to figure out what it is that you want to do with an online business. What product do you want to sell? What niche do you even want to be in? Who you're going to get to help you, where you're going to find help, who you're going to have as a mentor. If all of those things are questions you have, I have a 4-day video course that you can get. It comes to you over 4 days. It's free. It's the second link in the description below. Or maybe you're looking to join a community of like-minded people who are trying to start an online business or who have started an online business, and get together and discuss strategies and tips and answer questions, ask questions, that sort of thing. If that's something you're interested in, I have a Facebook group, and it's the third link. You can join that, again, entirely for free. All right, so what do you do next? Well, check out the videos that you see around me here and subscribe to my channel, where you can find all kinds of information on your online business and getting traffic with videos. Okay, if you've liked this video, definitely give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and it has been a whole lot of fun talking with you. I'm Daryl Ballard, and we'll see you in the next video.